Top on the news. Gender Mobile Initiative carries sensitization against sexual harassment in Cross River State tertiary institutions. Plus, management and staff of Nta Calabar surprises general manager with birthday bash. Details shortly. I am Paul Abel. It's nice to have you on the news. Now the news in details. The need for all stakeholders, including government, policymakers, heads of higher institutions, lecturers, and students, to formulate policy framework and speak out against sexual harassment has been brought to the front burner. This was during a one-day sensitization and convening of the Ministry of Quality Education and heads of tertiary institutions on the state-level adoption of the model anti-sexual harassment policy in tertiary institutions in Cross River State. Correspondent completes the report.
Ahead of the sexual harassment bill already passed by the House of Representatives, awaiting passage by the Senate and consent by the President, Gender Mobile Initiative is facilitating this state-level and adoption of the model anti-sexual harassment policy and secure the buy-in of institutional heads on the integration of the Campus Safety Initiative framework to close the gap existing in sexual harassment issues. First, the NGO, in an executive interactive session hosted by the Office of the Secretary to the State Government, interfaces with the Ministry of Quality Education, heads of tertiary institutions in Cross River State, as it reviews its mission to provide the necessary support to government to improve and strengthen internal operations of higher institutions in the fight against sexual harassment and support for victims.
Initiative is an NGO complementing government efforts towards gender equality, addressing sexual and gender-based violence, and also making our environment of learning safe for all learners. Sequel to this convening or this meeting today, we are hopeful that all heads of tertiary institutions here present will partner with us such that we bring the structure and they own it holistically, and then they strengthen and they build on it and strengthen it such that the environments of learning are safe. Students feel free, are safe, and are happy to come in to learn without fearing, without the sense of feeling of being harassed or raped by a lecturer or students.
Moving on to a larger group, with the convergence of students and other stakeholders, the NGO gives details of the Campus Safety Initiative framework and its components, expected roles of heads of higher institutions, students, and other stakeholders in higher institutions.
We are here in Cross River State to seek their buy-in to strengthen their internal response mechanism against sexual harassment. So as an organization, we designed a framework called the Campus Safety Initiative, and with this framework we're leveraging on 4 pillars, and we're here today. We have discussed the 4 pillars with them with the hope that they will partner with us for us to provide these 4 pillars holistically for adoption or adaptation within the environment of learning, such that the environment of learning becomes safe for all learners.
Some participants speak on the benefits of the lecture and the role played by Gender Mobile Initiative to combat this menace.
We'll ensure that we put all the machineries on ground to ensure that everybody, we are aware of crime rates. So we'll ensure that this will give a good working ground, just like the program providers have said. That we will actualize, because we have instrumentalities whereby we talk to our principals of schools, our provosts of schools, to see that a working environment is kept for the implementation of this program.
The who is happy to be in this forum today. I'm number 1. Because the rate of sexual harassment, both on campus and outside the campus, is becoming embarrassing. The harassment is not only for the boys, it's also for the girls. And bullying of girls that maybe may refuse their sexual advances.
I've learned about decent ways of dressing in such a way that you will not be harassed sexually.
Like when you're being harassed, there should be you should stand out for yourself.
I really want to thank the organizers for putting up this program to build our confidence to tell us that there are people that want to hear from us.
A lot of sensitizations on sexual harassment, what should be put in place if someone is being harassed, and also the actions and steps to take, the appropriate authorities to meet.
Because there are some things I was not aware of, like the ability to different harassments, because harassment does not simply mean it's boy and girl, it also have girl and boy and boy.
Gender Mobile Initiative started in 2017 as a national call center to providing necessary support for victims of sexual harassment, and has transformed to a bigger entity over the years as it is poised to reach out to all tertiary institutions in the country to institutionalize the framework and sensitize students on sexual harassment.
In recognition of its commitment and efforts in ensuring that Nta Calabar gets to greater heights, the management and staff of the Nigerian Television Authority Calabar has organized a surprise birthday party for the General Manager of Nta Calabar, Mr. Ajibola Adekunle. Uduaketim reports that the celebration was held at his office.
22nd November each year is a special day in the life of Mr. Adekunle Ajibola, the General Manager of Nta Calabar. Having recognized his commitment and good leadership style, thereby making the station to make progress, the management and staff of the Nigerian Television Authority Calabar took advantage of the day by organizing a surprise birthday for him.
Letter J. J. E. E. S. S. U. U.
The celebrant is described as a great leader and a good boss who is determined to ensuring Nta Calabar gets to greater heights while wishing him all the best in life.
The man is a very good man. He's a man with a good heart. He's a very straightforward general manager. He's very active, he's very strong, he's capable. Endlessly, he put in his best. That is why we feel it's important to celebrate him. I also want to pray that God in his good mercy should continue to open more ways for him, with more wisdom, understanding. Let him be a general manager that everyone would like to work with.
A man who has worked so selfless needs to be celebrated. We need to identify with a boss who knows what it takes to be in transmission, in broadcast business. That is why we had to gather together and say, this man needs to be celebrated, and we had to set up what you have seen today. I pray God will keep him, take him to higher heights, and above all, grant him good health, because when there is health, there is wealth. When there is health, he is able to move around and do more for the organization. So that's my prayers for him.
This person, kind-hearted, is a generous person, and he's a good-getter. We deem it fit to celebrate him today because he really deserves it.
The general manager appreciated management and staff of the station for making him feel special and for the support given him to succeed. He, however, called on all staff to collectively work together for the growth of the establishment.
Office and meeting everybody, singing, clapping, and all the prayers and everything I met on the table. It was really, really shocking to me. And it just shows one thing, that the little effort that you put in, people see, people appreciate, they see the selflessness, and then they appreciate your investment of time and energy. I will continue to lead from the front. I will continue to give my best. And I just pray that they will also give their best. They will be more proactive. and all of us will continue to work together in sync.
A drama sketch was presented demonstrating his character on the job, and it was fun all the way. In Calabar, Uduak Eka.
We'll go for a commercial timeout now. More stories will be back immediately after the break. Please.
Are you looking for a secured environment with good parking space and a natural ambience? Then look no further. Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground has got you covered for marriages, parties, and all kinds of events. Have an event at Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground, you stand a chance to get a discounted rate for your event coverage. For bookings, please call Jane 0806 353 3069. Celebrate your events at Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground. Nta Calabar, the station for the people.
It's good to have you back on the news. Moving on now. In appreciation to God for another successful year as a group and for family members, our social cultural group, Akpe Family, was at the St. Patrick Catholic Church, Nta Calabar, to thank God for his favor, protection, and provisions. Erika EV reports that the Akpe family has been in existence for the past 4 decades.
Akpe family constitutes members from Obudu and Obanliku who deem it necessary to come together for economic prosperity of the area. The officiating minister at the Thanksgiving service, Reverend Father Edward Osoro Mayega, preaching on the topic, he will gather his chosen from the four winds, advise Christians to be hopeful and expectant of the second coming of Jesus by living a sin-free life.
We thank him for remembering our past, remembering our own struggles, remembering our own frailties, and remembering those moments when we were asking and he gave.
The chairman of the occasion and some members highlight the achievements of the association since its inception.
We found it necessary to come and appreciate God for his mercies, gratitude, for keeping up.
We do that so that no matter what the problems are, we resolve them as a community through many means of resolving human problems: political, social, financial, cultural, traditional, any other way you find to make people live in peace.
A family hosts us and they will come to talk about things that are of interest to our community. We reach out to our communities, reach out to our maybe where we have maybe hospitals. We can go and render services, corporate social responsibility to those places.
At the reception, it was an atmosphere of stock-taking and merriment recounting the goodness of God in their family. The Central Planning Committee and member of the Akpe family, Lady Josephine Oga, expressed appreciation to God for mercies and love toward them.
For one, it's a cooperative organization. We take care of humanitarian issues. For instance, recently, we gave a lot of equipment to the hospital in Obaliku.
Go into it. The only thing is that they will sharpen their own perspective, making use of the digital opportunity. They will do better than us.
Some of us is our parents who started. They came together here and started this group. So we are proud to be here.
From there, my husband is from there. So what else? I have to meet my people, rejoice with them. I speak my dialect, not the one they force me to speak again. At times we dance.
As the association expressed gratitude to God, they are also praying for more grace to impact the society positively. In Calabar, Erika Evie, NTA News.